As soon as you chance upon Bobby's newest location, you find Betty already speaking with them.
Bobby, is that you?
You know me?
Little Bobby Pin. Look at you now. You've changed so much.
Well, yeah. I'm not a little pin anymore, you know?
No, you certainly aren't. You've really come into your own, haven't you?
Why do you have to say it like that? I'm a grown pin! And beyond that, I'm a goddamn gangster!
Oh, you certainly are. Look at you.
She pinches Bobby's cheek, which really seems to upset them.
Hey! Stop that!
Your family has been worried sick about you, you know. You should stop into the bathroom and see them before you go.
I will! Wait. You know my family?
Of course I do. They come through here all the time, you know, talking about their sweet Bobby. I knew you when you were just a little thing. One pin among many. Even then you were special.
Gangsters don't have feelings. But if I did, I'd be real touched.
Bobby's gaze falls upon you.
All right, that's enough reminiscing. I got business to run.
I'll just bet you do. Take care, sweetheart.
Yeah. You too.
Bobby sits at the edge of the bed, looking unusually thoughtful. They pat the spot next to them, inviting you to take a seat.
There you are, rookie. Have a seat. Yeah, I'm all right. Just weird being back here so close to where I grew up. You know, I haven't been back to see my family since I got sucked up by Hoove. I will. I just haven't gotten up the courage yet. That's real nice of you to offer, but I gotta do it on my own. It's not about, like, who I am, you know what I mean? My family's always been real accepting. I think they knew I was meant for more than being another one of the crowd in there. That's the problem, too. They're so accepting. If I come home and I haven't made shit of myself, they're all gonna pat me on the back and ruffle my hair. They're gonna say, "Oh, our sweet baby Bobby, our angel, you're perfect just the way you are." Yeah, it is. It feels like failing. I spend all this time away from my family. If I come home and I haven't made anything of myself, I don't know. As sweet as they are, it just kind of hurts worse, you know? It'd be easier if they were nightmares. If they just yelled at me and let me be angry. Knowing they'd be happy no matter what I do, I don't know. Am I making any sense here? Well, if I don't, who will? How else am I gonna make something of myself? Nobody else is gonna do it. I want my family to be proud of me, not just cool with me. So I gotta be a little hard on myself. Otherwise, I won't have no kind of pressure on myself at all. And then I'll just do nothing. I thought I already knew, but maybe I never had a damn clue.
Bobby stands, dusting their hands off. From what, you're not sure, but they seem to think it makes them look cool.
All right, rookie. That's enough wasting time talking about feelings. We got one more place to check out. I think it's a real winner. You can find all kind of extreme temperatures there. Hot, cold, and all kinds of work happens there. See you there.
It's your lucky day. Someone else already interrupted me, so now I'm bored and free. Well, since you're here now, you entertain me.
Uncertain what else to do, you dance for Tina. It's clumsy and terrible, and it's impossible to tell if Tina even likes it.
Do you do everything someone else tells you to do? God, you're the worst. It's kind of adorable. All right. That's enough out of you. Look, since you're here taking up my time, maybe you could do me a favor. I'm trying to get back on the market. Yeah, it's a goddamn crime for a gem like me to be lonely every night. I need a partner, someone who understands just the kind of triangle I am. I need someone who appreciates all my angles. Yeah, all of that. If you can't bring me nothing like that, I ain't got no use for you. So get out of here!
You know Harper, the hamper? Well, recently, when I was cleaning up around her, I happened to see one of the animals. If you're looking for him, you might want to check that area. Sweet. See you around.
Thank God you're here.
Dirk pulls you into what seems like a warm hug, but he holds you a little too tightly.
You gotta get me out of here.
Harper shoves Dirk out of the way, circling her arms around you and whispering in your ear.
Where have you been? Durkee's been so naughty with you gone. Maybe I should punish both of you.
Harper ignores you, unconcerned with any silly quests you might be on that don't involve her. A friendly-looking serpentine piece of brush greets you. This inanimal probably isn't Davy, but might still need a home. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Mateo when you are.
What do you know? The little pickup embryo is back for another lesson. I hope you're ready for some more complex pickup strats. No way. We're about to up the difficulty level. Last time we worked on what do you do if you have mutual interests like a show or a band. But what about if you don't have a ton in common right away? How do you get to know them then? What do we talk about? Interests and... Yes! Before you decide it's a boring tactic, just think about it. Sometimes small talk is a great fire starter. And look, I know not everybody is instinctually great at chit-chat, but like any great skill worth having, it requires attention and practice. So, let's say you were meeting me for the first time at a friend's party. What's stuff you can observe about things going on around us, or about the situation happening? Let's roleplay, shall we? I'll be me, and you be you. But you know what I mean. We're acting out the scenario. Okay, so I'm just standing around. Oops, oh man. Now we just happen to be standing next to each other, and we don't know each other at all. Aight, what are you gonna say? Alright. Yeah, a little stiff, but you're onto something, homie. Damn. Great question to start out with. It's relevant to where we are. It's a good jumping off point. Dope. Anyways, back to the roleplay. Oh, I know them through our job. They're a great work friend, always reliable. Perfect. You're showing an interest in what they do for a living or whether or not they actually like their job. At least you're learning more about them. We'll end there. But you're doing hella well, little Cinder. Proud of you. So, anyway, before you go, any other non-dating advice questions you might want to ask about me? Fired up. I mean, who wouldn't want that warm, fuzzy feeling you get in your chest, you know? I want to be able to show humans that keeping someone warm physically is alright, but emotionally, that shit slaps. There's just something about being vulnerable and willing to devote everything to someone else. That's why I love love. That's what love does, baby. Makes you do sweet things and cheesy things too, for real. I guess that's why I like it so much. It's kind of like a fire. You can keep it controlled, but sometimes it just goes wild. And I like it both ways. Anyways, later.
Reach Reggie Rejection's special phone app. We don't have an ad-free version. How can I help you spread some lovely rejection this fine day? Let's boogie. My favorite way is to do some target practice at the shooting range. Select the option that's going to inflict the most pain. Hopefully this will help you get some choice words from the others around here. But honestly, I think clicking the worst option is always the most fun. Hell no. Here we go. First.
Reggie puts his hands under his chin, batting his eyelashes and adopting a vacant stare.
Hello there. I'm a nice, friendly dateable. What the hell? That's like... nothing? Whatever. Next.
Reggie places a hand on his forehead, mock swooning.
Oh boy, I'm super artistic coded. I love music and drawing and all of that bullshit. Nope, not at all. Finally.
Reggie twirls a lock around one finger, pouting his lips and swaying back and forth.
Would you pretty please help me on a quest to find my lost button or some shit? Mindless brain dead. helping. Yuck. All right, let's see how you did. You did terribly. Not a single hit. Like it was deliberate. It's okay. Come back again, and we'll get you back on track to your meanest self.
Sup, dork? Been seeing you around the house, adding more dateable objects to your stupid little cherub. The fuck? Take that. It was my idea first. Sue. I love suing. Anyway, you do something new with your hair, it looks different. Well, it looks like shit. In fact, it looks like you got your head stuck in a blender. Anyway, you caught me in the middle of ruminating. I ruminate a lot. It's hella tight. Sure you do, dork. I was ruminating about the Big Crunch. You know the Big Crunch, yeah? Sick, huh? Right? Good luck falling asleep tonight. Sleep is basically practice for dying anyway, if you think about it. Anyway, enough about how everything you do is utterly meaningless no matter how desperately you attempt to rationalize it. I've got something lighter to share. Last time we chillaxed, I promised I'd find an activity we could both enjoy. Exactly. Why did you think I chose it? After putting in a bare minimum of effort, I think I found a slightly tolerable activity. Of course you do. I'm a stud and you worship my tight abs. So I downloaded this new app, okay? It's called PlayBucket from the makers of ShareBucket, and let me tell you, it's fire. Totally worth the 99 cents. I do say so. And I did say so. Man, you're terrible at this. PlayBucket's a gaming platform where you can gamble. Apparently gambling's legal as long as it's on your phone for some reason. It's got poker and blackjack and Go Fish. It's even got Sudoku. You said you liked Sudoku, right? See, that's how in sync we are. Way I see it, this is a great way for us to spend time together. Potentially a lot of time together, if you catch my drift. Not really. See, I'm currently down about $64 million, give or take a few million. So we gotta get all that cash back or I'm gonna owe some real bad dudes a lot of money. But I did some math, and I figure if we play roughly 100 million hours of Sudoku, we can definitely get all that crypto back. I don't know, 3? A billion? How many you want? Sure, whatever. Anyway, enough talking. Talking's for losers. We've got 100 million hours of Sudoku to play. It'll be fun. Of course you do, dork. That's why you keep coming back. Daddy Doug knows exactly what you need. Glad we're on the same page. Okay, let's get cracking. You know the rules of Sudoku? Great. So what we've got on the app is exactly like that. But the thing is, I'm not gonna let you look on my phone screen. That way we can work together as a team. It'll be so dumb and good. Sweet. Okay, so the first row going across is blank, blank 6, blank, blank 9, blank, blank 4. The second row going across is blank 2, blank, blank 3, blank, blank 6, blank. The third row going across is 4, blank, blank 7, blank, blank 2, blank, blank. The fourth row going across is 8, blank, blank 9, blank, blank 4, blank, blank. The fifth row going across is blank 4, blank, blank 8, blank, blank 2, blank. We're more than halfway through. Oh, except you also need to help me solve it. The sixth row going across is blank, blank 7, blank, blank 3, blank, blank 1. The seventh row going across is, of course, blank, blank 3, blank, blank 1, blank, blank 7. The eighth row going across is blank 6, blank, blank 4, blank, blank 1, blank. Ah, wait, sorry, that last number I said is a 5, not a 1. And finally, the ninth row going across is 1, blank, blank 8, blank, blank 3, blank, blank. So, you have a solution? You get a cool prize if you get it right. Because you're just choosing options, it'll be easy for you to figure out the right answer from the wrong ones. So I'll ask you something specific so we know you're not metagaming. What's the bottom right number? Cool. And the top left number? And now, what's in the box fourth over from the left and fourth going up from the bottom? Oh, nice. And the eighth one from the left and seventh one from the bottom? Okay, let me check your result and make sure this works. Let's see. Wow, you did it! You get 1 Doug point. If you get 5 of them, I will definitely fall in love with you. How does that sound? Just keep doing like I say, and that's the path to love. Simple as that. Bye, possible lover.
Behold my flow! Behold the bowl!
You see a medic with bright eyes, a kind smile, and a sort of maternal air about her. She doesn't even wait for your introduction, greeting you cheerfully.
Oh, my! Hello there! A fresh face! Here to see the doctor, are ya? Well, look no further. I might look like any old Jane, but I'll have you know that you are looking at a truly top-notch medical professional, and the only one around for miles. Whether you've got a tummy ache or a life-threatening ulcer, I'm your gal.
She pauses, looking you up and down, hopefully.
Do you have a life-threatening ulcer? Oh, you know, stomach acid is terribly exciting stuff. I'd love to get my hands on some one day. Oh, dear. Oh, not literally. Goodness, wouldn't that be a sight? Me, elbow deep in stomach acid as my tissues are slowly eaten away. Sick? Fantastic! What do you need? Oh, bandages! They are the first line of defense when the interior of the body has the temerity to propose to become the exterior. Get back in there, blood. Back to your proper course's lymph. And you, skin, have a little help controlling this raging horde of fluid and marrow. Band-Aids are basically magic. I could go all day. Anything that you might need, hydrocortisone, non-latex gloves, even a simple pen, that, darling lacerated one, will be duck soup. Sounds. Something is drawing my eye. My metasenses are tingling. Better let me take a look at that wound of yours. You sneaky little sufferer. Thought you could slide one by me under cover of a metacarpals, eh? Just to double check, you don't need an injection or two. Take it from me, dear. You're better off safe than sorry. After all, if there's any sign of rash, you won't know it's there unless we do a thorough examination. And even then, well, I'm afraid there's always a chance for scarlet fever. Once more, onto the exams.
Faria looks you up and down, tapping her chin as she considers you from every angle.
Exactly what I thought. No need to be anxious. We caught it just in time. You do indeed possess a splinter. But it's not just any old splinter, dear. What you have is a deep, deep splinter. Plenty of tender flesh open to infection, just waiting for those little microbial monsters to set in. Do you know what that means? how. And that's just the beginning. Because once the infection's done a number on you, and your poor, beleaguered immune system staggers back onto the field of battle for another round with the enemy, you watch helplessly as your body swells and burns and turns all different shades of red, pink, and yellow, and the true engine of the enemy rolls up to the line. Gangrene. And before you know it, we'll have to amputate entirely. I know. This stuff is not for the faint of heart. Once it's bad enough, my poor new friend, I'm afraid the whole appendage will have to come off. Preventing spread and all. I'm sad to say we lose many a good limb to splinters every year. Statistics is not really my field, I have to say. But I know how many amputations I've had to perform because someone got careless moving the milk crate. Ah, yes, I do know about the body. The bottom line is, you have got to stay vigilant. The world's a scary place, and your body is a fragile, fragile thing. One wrong move, and you can throw it into total and utter chaos. A veritable breeding ground for every Bomb, Dick, and Harry slate of diseases ready to eat you whole. You never know what the seemingly tiniest, laughable symptom can mean. For example, got a case of bad breath? Maybe you just ate a sandwich with too many onions. Or your breath stinks like a dead fish on a hot Sunday because you've managed to develop halitosis as a result of the toxic substances in your body not being filtered out properly because your liver is failing. You can never be too careful. And when something does go wrong, well, it's my job to make sure you're all fixed up. And I'll have you know, I take my job very, very seriously. A doctor's duty is to keep their patients alive and kicking. That's a big responsibility. So you can bet your behind I make sure to cross all my T's and dot all my I's, sometimes even twice. When there is no more sickness. Horse feathers. Feathers. Never mind. Anywho, it doesn't look like you've got any type of rash after all. Just that splinter looking awful uncomfortable there. Let's get that taken care of. And then presto, you're all patched up. There you go. Good as new. And if you do develop any plague-like symptoms, well, that's what I'm here for. You'd better. I'll keep the tissues ready. Medical professional Faria's always just a sniff, sneeze, and groan of discomfort away.
For a moment, it looks as if a firefighter has appeared in your home, smoke and all. But a closer look reveals the smoke is in fact attached to this apparent firefighter's head. You don't get much of a chance to scrutinize her appearance any further, because the moment she notices you, she begins to rush you along, raising her voice and waving her arms at you.
Thank heavens you're here. Wait, well, don't just stand there. Go get help! Don't you bleep see that? All that smoke! It's everywhere! And where there's smoke, there's bleep fire! Oh, is that what that is? Whoops. Guess I might be a little jumpy today. Bleep.
What's that? Couldn't hear you for a sec. Arma Alarm at your service. You too. So, what brings you around here? Oh yeah, that's part of my job. You see, I'm here to protect the house from fire. Take a look around you, at everything you love. Now just think. If you're not careful, it could be gone in an instant, consumed by raging flames. I've got to stay vigilant at all times. Beep. Some people don't get how hard it is to have a job like mine. You have to be constantly on the lookout for the slightest sign that something could be wrong. Beep. If I let my guard down, even for a second, this whole place could be turned to ash. I've seen it happen. I appreciate that. It's a tough job, but I feel like it was what I was born to do. Anyhow, I ought to get back to it. Beep. Come on back soon and maybe we can do something together.
Take your leave.
I'm so sorry, Matito. I know how much Davy means to you.
Thanks, Betty. And you're sure you haven't seen him in the bedroom anywhere lately? Maybe he fell behind the nightstand, or got stuck in the closet, or something.
I can check again, but I haven't seen him since I caught him hiding my pillows last week.
Well, you know, it's just because he likes you so much.
Oh, is that all? I'll remember that for next time.
There is going to be a next time, right?
Of course there is, sweetheart. In the meantime, I'll ask around the bedroom and let you know if I hear anything.
You're the best. No, unfortunately. What about you? Were you able to check out the bathroom? Any sign of Davy? That's one of Davy's threads! And you found it in the bathroom? A python! Look at you! What a beauty! Leave it to Davy to be wandering around just making friends this whole time. Welcome to the rescue, little guy. What should we call you, What do you think? Well, it would have to be, wouldn't it? For such a cute little python. How about Clover? Well, if the thread was still there, Davy couldn't have been there that long ago, right? Oh, this is great. We should focus on the rooms downstairs. One of the responses to the Facebook post was from Telly. Apparently, Davy got caught up in Connie's cords not long after Hoove saw him in the laundry room. Telly said that they lost track of him, but they're still untangling things, so he could be stuck back there somewhere. Can you go check it out? Oh, finally, some good news. Hang on, Davy. We're coming, buddy. Come on now, Clover.
The human comes back with those dank date Viators. I thought I might see you sooner or later. The Tassel Hound? Yeah, I seen him around. He was chasing that spring around everything. Soaring round boards, heading toward Connie's cords. Any channel you like. I'll be it all for you.
The game console turns on. Team 17. Sassy Chap Games. Moon Surgeons. Resurgence. Here you are once again, back where you started, with your beautiful companion urging you to make a decision. She looks at you just the same way she did the last time, with a strange familiarity, but still not quite recognizing who you truly are.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back. Oh. Which way do you want to go? Of course we've met. We've been about 17 hours into this quest line. No. I would definitely remember something like that. I've got quest updates and relationship statuses in my Stata decks anyway. And I don't see anything about an actual connection we've had aside from mission partners in here. All right. I'm familiar with the trope, okay? When I was little, I thought up a secret password that only a time traveler would be able to tell me. The password for me is Lincolnberries. Just give that to me next time you see me, and I promise I'll believe whatever crap you hash at me. Now let's get back to blasting. Oh, you just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you're thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these scroufs out here. What are we gonna do? Talk to them? Sure, I guess I'll just put my weapon down and wait for the bullets to whiz through my skull. Damn, all this yapping and now we're overrun. I'm shooting! 88 charges later, that's a whole lot of scrouf carcasses. Nice haul. That ought to teach Celine and her goons. We're near the compound of the Upholders. They'll have assassin class Upholders, as well as surveillance class. We'll have to sneak our way in, and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You up for it? You're right. I'll put on my +5 shadow suit. It'll help us get through the sensors in there. Upholder tech is nasty. I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my chalk-picking skills, we'll have this open in no time. Me? I'm your average member of the Resistance. Maybe above average. We fight against the Upholders who are determined to do everything in their power to druck everything up here on my homeworld. I always thought of you as a companion. Someone who followed me around and gave me advice. Cute, but expendable.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside. You can see hallways filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class Upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. There will be Surveillance class 2, which can sound the alarm. Just knowing that isn't enough to help. They've got ultra tech that renders them invisible to all senses. Can't believe that's our fate. How do you suggest we do this? That makes sense. With the shadow suit, there's no way they'll hear us coming.
Using all your available grace and patience, you and Luna slowly make your way down the corridors.
Close behind me, Yael.
You drift past both grunt and surveillance upholders with ease.
Good choice on the stealth. I usually prefer the part where we... There you are. Oh no! Assassin!
From your stealthy vantage point, you can get a vague sense of what's happening. A vast laser juts out from some sort of holographic human from down the end of the corridor. The light engulfs Luna and renders her immobile. Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride. You run further through the maze-like compound and finally make it to an empty office.
Krah. We lost a lot of gear there in the Tryst of battle, but at least we still have enough health to get us through to the end. We're getting close. You want to press on, or should we take a crafting break? Let's go.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh no. There it is. The horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin. Celine Moonrise, prepare to die! Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power. Yes! Oh, what's wrong with me?
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Eat charge, bitch!
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia! Go! Take this!
Luna throws an elemental grenade that blasts Crescentia's scaly hide. The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground. Presumably dead.
Wow! Did that without even a single save. Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you. You're the best partner I could have ever asked for. You always chose the right path, unwaveringly. I'd love to be friends with you. Even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means you keep your KD ratio way down. Well, come back anytime and let's play again. My friend, this time...
The game console team set Sassy Moons. Here you are once again. She looks at you just the...
You're here. Oh. Which way do you want to go? Of course we've met. We've been about 17 hours into... No. I've got quest updates and I don't see anything about an actual connection we've had aside from mission partners in here. All right. I'm familiar with when I was little. Password Lincoln Bear. Just give that to me next time you see me, and I promise I'll believe whatever. Now let's get back to blasting. Oh, You just equipped. What are we gonna do? Bizork! Eat Saker, worm! 88. That ought to teach. We're near the compound of the. They'll have assassin class up. We'll have to sneak our way in. And probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You're right. I'll put a upholder. I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just.
After a short walk, you find yourself.
With my troc pecking skills, we'll have this open in no time. Me? I'm your average Maybe we fight against the upholders who are determined to do everything in their power to druck everything up here on you. Cute.
Luna picks the lock.
Here we go. There will be surveillance class 2, which can sound the alarm. Just knowing that. Can't believe that's our fate. How do you suggest we do this? Let's light this place up!
After merely a few.
Drop your face! Eat plasma!
The battle rages through the.
Oh no.
You can't quite tell what's happening, but a vast laser peeks from around her bravely. You take. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs. You run further through the.
We're getting. You wanna press on, or should we take a crafting break? We have a chance to use what's left in our inventory to make something that will help us. All right, we can craft something. This thing can take anything we've got and transform it into anything we don't. Yael, I gotta say, you think I'm spoots or something? We're still in the same timeline where I told you that. That's not gonna convince me of anything. Okay, let's get started with... Got it. And then? Got it. And then? Got it. And then? All right. I don't... But there's no reason to lose... Which is always... The wood gives nice... The scrouf skin makes any... You've got an amazing new piece of...
You and Luna make your way...
Oh no. The horror...
The way opens up into a... But perched high on the crane...
You came to lean... Luna, you'll Yes! Oh, what's wrong with...
The glowing crack... The blue deposit of...
What? Love has like 0 attack! I choose the old standby. An unceasing burst of Zaker charges!
Thanks to your crafting, Luna is able to withstand the mighty force of Crescentia's power. The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground. Presumably dead.
Wow! Did that without even a single save. Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you. Well... I'd love to be friends with you. Even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means, well, come back anytime and... My friend.
The human... I thought I might see you sooner or later. The tassel hound? Yeah, he was chasing that soaring round boards heading toward Connie's chords. Any channel you like.
Liliette, my girl, ready for your penultimate lesson? Sick. Now, part of you must be wondering, Dante, we've already gone through pickup lines, interests, and observations. What other ways could there be to strike up a relationship? Well, shut your silly mouth, because of course there is. It's remembering that there's a difference between talking to a friend and talking to an acquaintance. Alright, take somebody you meet at a party, for instance. Maybe you work together, but in different departments. Or you have mutual friends, but you never hung out solo. Heck, maybe you even chatted before, have each other's socials and chat now and then, but you've only ever had a few interactions. Does that make you friends? Whew, alright, good. That's good that you know that. Sometimes others just automatically assume you're friends with somebody just off a few small interactions in real life or on socials. The parasocial paradox is real. Like, wanting to make friends is totally fine, right? But damn, nowadays there's objects that have whole dependencies on others who barely even know them. Kinda makes you think. Anyway, let's move on to the next part of the lesson. So, this begs the question, how do you go from being an acquaintance to friend, or maybe even beyond, to romance? Well, if you follow the way of the flame, it's all about investing in someone to understand them on a deeper level. Sure, you may have broken the ice, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm gonna teach you how to melt that sucker down. Alright, another hypothetical situation. Let's say this acquaintance is a mutual friend, is like in your hobby group or whatever. You happen to have a meeting and you want to be closer friends with them. So you sit near them. A topic comes up that you don't have much knowledge about, but they're extremely passionate about it. What do you do? On the ball, showing that body language, that active interest. You may not understand everything about what they like, but you want to learn more because you're interested in what they have to say, and by extension, them. You're really getting the hang of this. All right, nice job. That concludes our lesson. This is really fun. Have you got any questions for me before we go? Fired up. Damn, then, well, as you could probably tell from our lessons, it's this idea of being sleazy or douchey. As much as I love love, nobody owes anybody else a relationship. That's the biggest thing. You can say all the right things to somebody, but it means nothing unless you actually get to know them. It's the real jerks that don't bother with that and say whatever they can to get what they want. So, yeah. That's my biggest pet peeve, I guess. You're a good listener. Peace out, homie.
Hey, teacher's pet over here. I was just telling Shelly about you. You had long enough to chew over the workshop? You ready to prove yourself? Hey, that's the spirit. All right, let's see what you got. You got a crush on me, real bad. Passion rages through your body every time you see me. You see me walking your way, looking handsome and strong and all that. Now, what do you do? Oh, taking a page out of old Tony's playbook, huh? I didn't even tell you that part. You really are paying attention. Oh, yeah? You better watch it. You still got a test to do. You keep talking like that, this workshop's ending early. Next. I come up to talk to you because all that looking hot and busy's got me dying to get to know you. I tell you, I would like to see you sometime. How do you handle that? Oh, now that's the stuff right there. You give me what I want, and you make sure I never have to show you who I am inside? I mean, that's what we in the business call a win-win, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Yeah, that ain't how the bit goes, buddy. You just leave the you-know-what-I'm-talking-abouts to me, huh? All right, time to see how you did. Hey, look at that. I knew you'd make me proud. The student has become the master. Can't ask for better than that. All right, that's all I had for the workshop. You know I got you. Okay, now that that's all over, let's hear it. Give me your feedback. Let me know what I can do for the next sucker. I mean student. Yeah? I laid on me. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think I want a second opinion. You know, on account of your romantic life being a dumpster fire. No offense. We're gonna need to bring Rainey in here. And by we, I mean you. Yeah, that's the one. A real doll. Real musical genius. Talk, haul, same difference in the construction biz. Now get out there and make me proud, kid. Don't forget to talk to Rainey next time you come through. I'm gonna take lunch.
Is this about his vocal range again? I've told him before his soprano's nothing to be ashamed of. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with his toolbox. Hi, Tony. Oh, we weren't talking about your pecker or nothing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. If it isn't my favorite gal, how you doing, dollface?
Better since the last time I saw you.
Don't I know it? Thought the neighbors were gonna come knocking.
Oh, stop. Tony was just making sure my screws were all firmly in place.
And boy, were they.
Now they can hear me down the block if I really put my mind to it. And I owe Tony for that. Without his screwdriver, I'd have been stuck the way I was.
I'm real glad you feel that way, Rain, 'cause I need a favor. I've been teaching our mutual friend here the ways of love and courtship. We got a little disagreement about how to put your best foot forward when it comes to the romance.
Oh, boy, don't tell me. You did the whole paint over the mold and ignore your crush speech, didn't you?
Huh? How'd you know? I never gave you my workshop before.
Call it a hunch. Or the fact that I've heard you talk about it way too many times. So what do you need from me?
Just tell us which one of us is right. I've been told that I shouldn't ignore my crush and pretend to be someone I'm not.
Yeah, don't do that.
So you're saying I'm wrong, but I'm the maestro of the workshop? Yeah? I ain't wrong, but at least you can see what's right in front of you. I got a lot of work to get back to, so I'll be seeing you.
Tony is so good at fixing everyone's problems but his own. Take it easy on him, would you? He is a good egg. It's because he is. He talks big, but what you see is what you get with Tony. Take care of him and yourself, all right?
You keep coming in here looking for me. I'm starting to think you like talking to me or something. Keep talking like that, you just might. Look, I know I've been telling you about that couple that lived here before. Well, I want to tell you why they moved out. Is that all right? Now, let me start by saying these two people really loved each other. But what happened next really shook things up for me. They had a birthday party here. I was working double duty that day. It was what I would call a barn burner. I mean, they went on late into the night. The music was great, everyone was having a good time. But then, someone turned on the shower. I thought it was just those lovely tenants just wanting to be clean after the shindig. I heard their voices, but then I heard another. And it was a long shower, too. But that ain't the point. The point is, after that, the arguing started picking up. I heard a name get tossed around that I ain't heard before. And then one day, when they were down here by my closet door, they started fussing and fighting. Then a question was asked. Who do you love more, them or me? That's not where things went downhill. The response they got was, can't I love you both? There was no response. That was a silence thicker than molasses on a cold day. Their shared showers were stopped. Within 2 weeks, they were packing boxes and getting ready to move out. I know. It broke my heart to watch it happen. Oh, I really wish they could have worked it out.
Winifred's eyebrows raise, her expression a mix of surprise and appreciation. She looks at you in a way that makes you feel like she's just seeing you for the first time.
You really feel that way? Well, that's just... I appreciate you saying that. You know, I've got some thinking to do. You mind coming around some other time? I appreciate you as always, darling.
For once, Bobby isn't in the middle of a conversation or cheerily posturing when you find them. They look lost in thought.
You made it. Welcome to the future site of the Pin Crime Family HQ. You could tell, huh? Guess there's no point in keeping it in any longer. I've been all over this damn house. I had so many ideas for schemes. But what's the point? This is a house, not some bustling metropolis full of suckers. We all have the same shit. We all share the same space. You can't share space with your suckers. That shit is awkward as hell. You know, I spent all my time locked up thinking about all the ways I was gonna make money. All the ways I was gonna make my family see I wasn't just little Bobby Pin anymore. I was gonna be somebody. Now that I'm here, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do with myself. Well, hell, why not? It doesn't take much.
Bobby strides over to the door where you keep your iron.
Watch the master at work, rookie.
Bobby sets to work at the lock, closing their eyes and holding one hand before their back.
Wait, actually, I can do you one better.
They contort themselves into all sorts of knots, closing their eyes and twisting themselves into the keyhole without the use of their hands at all. It's a sight so bizarre you wonder if perhaps you ought to have taken off the deviators. A bobby pin fitting into a keyhole would have been far less disturbing to witness.
What's all this then?
What are you, the fuzz?
I'm the door.
Well, buzz off and open already. Trying to show off my world-class lockpicking skills to my associate here.
I suppose you're harmless. If you want to see the wizard, go right ahead.
How'd you like that shit, huh? Ha! I told you.
Wow! Now that's what I call showmanship.
Ah! How many times am I gonna get startled in this damn house?
My apologies, friend. I meant no harm. I only wanted to commend you for the commensurate showmanship you showed there. I mean, those twists and feats of dexterity. Audiences love a thrill like that.
They do?
Of course they do. Trust me, I would know. Audiences love me. I was in there the entire time, wondering to myself, can they overcome my lock? An iron like me can't be locked behind just any sort of lock,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and even though I have no problem retaining an audience's attention myself, none whatsoever, why, just imagine the sorts of heights we could reach with you as a part of my act.
Wait, really? You mean I could be part of your magic show?
Most certainly. Just imagine it. You and I pulling off daring escapes. Me, the world-famous magician. You, my bright-eyed young assistant, pulling in the younger crowd.
I could be famous. I could really be somebody. Hell yeah, I'll be part of your act.
Splendid!
I just gotta wind up some business first, if you don't mind giving me a minute.
Naturally. I'll be here when you're all ready.
I can't believe what just happened. I wasn't expecting all this. Us? Well, look, maybe it's better we don't work together. After all, it'd make the huge crush I have on you kind of awkward. Power dynamics and all that, The Pain Crime family has standards, ethics. I'd have to submit all this paperwork to HR, What a pain in the ass. You're telling me you couldn't tell? You never felt that crazy electricity between the two of us? I was trying to stay cool, but I was gonna blow at some point. Better we don't have all that baggage in our way now. Of course it's not just you. This shit was mutual, baby. Anyone could see it. Can you imagine our suckers trying to let us scam them? Meanwhile, we're making eyes at each other the whole time? Disgusting. Oh, you like being watched? Interesting. I'll have to remember that. But in the meantime, I guess I got some rehearsing to do for my new gig. You want to come with? I can get you a backstage pass. Hell yeah!
Bobby offers you their arm, and as you walk forward together, you're struck by just how good it feels to be partners, ready to support Bobby in their exciting new venture, and receive their support in turn. As you watch Bobby perform, you're deeply proud to call them your beloved. When they turn to smile at you in the crowd, they make you feel as if you're the only one in the room.
I'd give it all up for you in a heartbeat, baby.
Kopi greets you robotically, lifting her hand to give you a stiff wave. Her gaze looks vacant, and her words are cold and empty.
Welcome back to Roofbox, home of all your coffee needs. Whatever do you mean, oh fine customer? Roofbox wants to ensure you have a consistent and standardized greeting so that whenever you come to our store, you know that you're getting the best service every time. And your continued patronage is appreciated.
Kopi trails off, leaning forward in a sigh that seems to make her entire body droop.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, even though you're a regular here, apparently I can't get too friendly with customers by dropping the formalities. So they're just making me sound like a monotone robot. You have no idea. Wait, was that supposed to be a pun? No, what am I saying? I'm sorry, yeah, I'm definitely overthinking that. Sorry, sometimes when I'm blowing off steam, it feels like I'm going a million miles a minute. But it sucks too. I feel like every coffee I make for somebody, I learn a little bit more about them. Get to know what they're like. Like you, for instance. You're... well, I don't really have words for it. Friendly? Sorry, my mind is drawing a blank. Sometimes when we talk, I feel a little out of my depth. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? How would you describe me then? Well, I've never received such a review before. Thank you. But you get what I mean, right? I like to be more personable with the customers. That's the best kind of customer experience to me. The corporate nature always gets in the way of all of that. Heck, if it weren't for the customers, maybe I would have quit a long time ago. Coffee is just everything to me. The aroma, the flavor profiles, the warmth. You feel that too, right? Good. I'm glad somebody around here does. Sometimes it feels like I go cocoa crazy and nobody else really gets my obsession with this fabulous drink. Especially with the boss like... Look, I wasn't going to say anything while he was here, but he's making new plans. Plans that I don't like. Roofbucks, in their infinite wisdom, have decided to completely get rid of the customer experience. They want to turn us into a fast coffee business. Exactly. They say the whole ordering system needs to be completely revamped to maximize profit. Instead of warmly greeting customers like I normally would, now I'm expected to have 30-second interactions with them at most to get their order. And then mindlessly brew away. No special touches, no conversations, nothing. Coffee in, coffee out. It's like they don't want what they hired me for. Quality and thoughtful coffee. They just want me to take every customer interaction, every drink I make it all in an instant and then wrap it all up and then throw it away in a disposable pod. Apparently, somebody made a complaint about the times I've been chatting away. Mainly to you. It's not your fault at all. If anything, it's fully on me. I get it. I'm just probably not the corporate machine type. I care too much. Somewhere else? I guess I never thought of that before. I mean, I guess I do know a thing or two about my coffee. But Roofbucks has a complete monopoly on the coffee business. There's nowhere else for me to go. Wow, I mean, it's a lot of work to make that happen. I wouldn't have any corporate backing or anything like that. Do I even have what it takes to make it? You know what? With your support, I guess I could do anything. I'm the one making the coffee and seeing the customers day in, day out. I'll have to give this some thought, but maybe I can do it. I'm a smart bean. I know I'll be able to figure this out. All thanks to you. If you hadn't encouraged me to step out on my own, I would have never been able to even think about this. It'll take a lot of work, and honestly, still a lot of hours I need to do under Roofbucks to get stuff going, but it's worth it to chase after my dreams. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, it's you. What's up?
The great Bobini! Our training awaits.
Ah, beans. Bonnie, I changed my name. I'm Bobby Sticky Fingers now.
What?
I gotta scram for a bit. This ironing board guy, he's a lot.
Poof! Yeah. Do not be alarmed. Afraid, perhaps. For the greatest mystery yet awaits. You have ventured onto the path less traveled. A path where no thing is sure, where the unknown is the only certainty. You, unfortunate soul, have stumbled into my fearsome presence. It is I, Ronaldini, the great and terrible. Ha ha ha! I can only assume you are familiar with my dastardly visage from the countless broadsheets and pamphlets strewn about proclaiming my sinister genius. I, Ronaldini, stand before you. You may quake, should you choose. Ah, or perhaps I should make you quake. Sigh. Another sycophant come to kneel before the great and terrible, I, Ronaldini. He who tamed the Sultan's treacherous tigers and hedonistic harem in the same legendary night. How far he has fallen. This is your home? So you are a property owner of great repute. It's just that I'm so used to performing in the salons of the wealthy, in steamship staterooms crossing the vast unknowable depths of Leviathan. Even one time on a Baroness's haunted ski lift. I'm accustomed to exposing my long and mighty. Great and terrible. Powers to the finery of society's creme de la creme. Well, that is true. The inky vacuum of my proclivities may be too much for a mere mortal to handle. You have no fear? I can take that strength away with a wave of my hand. Why can it not be both? Of course you are. I'm terribly interesting. I could force you to do my bidding. I could stare into your eyes, snap my fingers, and your inhibitions would vanish, your free will gone, bent to serve me. I shall give you no further warning. Once you fall under my sway, I will not easily relinquish you. I rarely choose the most enthusiastic option. You'd best control that excitement. It would be a terrible shame for my command performance to be, shall we say, halted in the first act. Then make yourself useful. First, you'll need to get into my simple, empty little closet. Now, are you afraid? Oh, just my wand, silk binding rope, a few blindfolds. Tools of the trade, darling. Ah, but it locks from the outside. I currently have no assistance. You're never trapped anywhere with I, Ronaldini, master of escape. Well, yes, but... Well, I mean... It's true! It's true! I'm a fake! An imposter! A fraud! A phony! A con man! A bunko artist! A flim-flam man! Weepy, weepy, sob, sob. Oh, please. Please stop. Please. What? Huh? I was built in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, in a factory on a remote wind-blown plain. There was no mystery in that icy landscape, nothing wondrous, no fantasy or escape, save for death by boredom or freezing if you were lucky. The kind that sparkles with the dread fire? Sigh, my truth is uninteresting. You don't mean it. Surely you're the only human in the world who thinks so. What is there to say? I'm a world-famous master of mystery, a diabolically devious devotee to the dark arts. And I'm a normal iron manufactured in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. That is correct. I live a lie every day. An impossible question. I see what you're doing here. Oh, don't you see? I am my greatest illusion. I'm not great and terrible. I'm not even okay and slightly unnerving. I, Ronaldini, I'm nothing. I'm just Ron from Lloydminster. Liar! You couldn't possibly be truthful right now. I'm boring. Every breath I draw is false. Of course I have, but it was never me. It was this costume, this affectation. I, Ronaldini, am the amazing magician. I, Ron, am nothing. And yet that Ron, though I deny it every day, is the self I most cleave to. I miss that board. Oh, I don't know. Great this, terrible that. I may be great and terrible, but most of the time I just feel terrible. I do long for the simplicity of the tundra, to tread not the lush ironing board nylon to which my silken feet have grown accustomed, but the endless permafrost of my native land. I do long for that, but what will I do? There is no call for my brand of seductive rakery there. What? Birthday parties? How dare you? After all we've discussed, you think children's birthday parties a proper venue for one so magnificent as I? Be gone! You do not deserve an audience with me. I, Ronaldini.
An amalgamation of pig, spring, and pen appears before you. This must be an animal, but not the Davy you've been looking for. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Mateo when you are.
Oh, coming! Hello. Sorry for any confusion. I'm currently working my day job at all 5 restaurants and bars in the house. It's hard being an actor.
Jeremy, the cones are starting to melt.
Coming! Stop by for another night of some theater.
Hey, good timing, Emperor Nostradamus. It's time for your last lesson. I've taken you through the different stages of the pickup, from breaking the ice to building a friendship. Now, it's all about learning how to navigate taking the next step from friend to lover. But before that, there's something I want to ask you, and your answer determines where we go from here. Why have you been coming to me for lessons all this time? I figured as much. Makes me wonder if you've learned anything about connections or even the remotest thing about me. In fact, I think you've taken me for granted this entire time. I get coming to me because you like the way I look. But what about the content of who I am? Tough to get to know someone and break the ice when you're a stone-cold jerk, right? And you know what? I've learned how to be a better human. Stay away from me.
Burn. Not too shabby. You know, I'm not one for friendship much, but I think it's time we scooch up our relationship a half notch so I can throw you a bone in the form of specs points. We compadres now, you hear? Friends till the end, right? Oh, I can't wait. But look, I really do see potential in you. Maybe this time I can teach you my ways. The art of pain, my dear. Rejection to its fullest potential. Here we go. And hey, getting a hate ending with these chumps around here is real easy if you ask me. Plus, you get the same amount of points. You know it. You'll be done with this little date-viator experiment in no time. Keep hating.
Liliette, my girl, ready for your penultimate lesson? Sick. Now, part of you must be wondering, Dante, well, shut your silly... It's remembering that there's a difference between talking to a friend and talking to an acquaintance. Alright, take somebody you meet at a party, for instance. Heck, maybe even chat. Does that make you friends? Whew, alright, good. Sometimes others just automatically assume you're friends. The parasocial like wanting to make friends is... Anyway, so... Well, if you follow the... Sure, you may have broken the ice, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm gonna teach you... Alright, another hypothetical situation. A topic comes up, what do you do? On the ball, showing... You may not understand every... You're really... Alright, nice. This is really fun. Have you got any questions for me before we go? Fired up. Damn, then, as you could probably tell from our... As much as I love... You can say all the right things. It's the real jerk that... So, yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve, I guess. You're a good listener. Peace out, homie. Hey, good timing, Emperor Nostradamus. It's time for your last lesson. I've taken you through the different stages of the pickup, from breaking the ice to building a friendship. Now, it's all about learning how to navigate taking the next step from friend to lover. But before that, there's something I want to ask you, and your answer determines where we go from here. Why have you been coming to me for lessons all this time? Hell yeah, I'm glad. It's been awesome getting to know you too. This will be the final lesson. And it's gonna be about picking me up. That's right. You're gonna have to use all your new skills to learn how to make friends with me. And who knows? Maybe that'll kindle something even hotter. Ready? All right then, let me set the scene for you. We're in this house together. It's kind of magical. You just found me hanging around and you talked to me for the very first time. Go. Oh, why, thank you. It's pretty old, actually. Oh, you know what? I actually do. Maybe we can go sometime. Yeah, it's just... Truthfully, I'm kind of tired of this shit. I know. It's just that I really don't know what I should be expecting from you. At least from this, anyway. Like, damn, you're literally showing me exactly what I've taught you, but it's kind of meaningless in its weird-ass roleplay scenario. I'm not feeling anything like when we're casually talking. I'm actually interested in you, and all you can do is theorize about what to do instead of actually doing it. It's like I don't know the first thing about true love, only pedagogical pickups. I'm a big flaming fraud! Really? I mean, I'll tell you what I imagine. Love is supposed to make you feel warm and safe in the knowledge that somebody cares about you. And here I am. I'm giving out this advice because I want to make sure other people are able to find love. But it's so hard when I've never even really had it for myself. Maybe it's just who I am. I give out a lot more warmth than people sometimes give me. Basic shit, you know? Being attentive, being interested in what I'm about and what I'm into, and like, Oh, I see. You're doing exactly that! Damn, like you really have been listening to what I've been saying. You've been interested in what I've been talking about. You've been asking me questions, observing me, sharing interests, and respecting the boundaries of our student-teacher acquaintance. Holy shit! The pupil has become the master! Thank you. I think we're really building a bond here. You're a wonderful friend. And dare I say it, maybe something more? Why don't you come kiss me and we'll find out?
Dante leans in, pressing his lips to yours in a red-hot kiss. You wish you could stay in this moment forever, but...
Are you okay? You know it. Lit me up!
An amalgamation of pig, spring, and pen appears before you. This must be an animal, but not the Davy you've been looking for. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Mateo when you are. There's something so cheerful and jaunty about the figure you see before you, you almost feel like you've stumbled onto the set of a game show. This is truly one sassy chap.
Welcome, welcome. I am the Sassy Chap, mascot and possible owner of Sassy Chap Games, LLC. Sassy Chap Games. Here's where we'll put my greeting and introduction, explaining all the deep lore behind the Sassy Chap. I may not be the star of this game as it's our first, but just you wait. The next game will be called The Legend of Sassy 2, Chap's Awakening, and will feature my quest to uncover my holy backstory. That's what I've been telling them. And here's where we'll have the chap introduce the concept of the dating game. No, this one is slightly different. You have found one of the secret datables in the game. The developers. I'm not a developer myself, merely a mascot. But this is hard work too. I'm considered an asset. Mayhaps, I am several dozen PNGs, plus some OGG files, and even lines of text in a program called Ink. But you, my friend, are also a collection of constituent smaller reductive parts, so bleh to you. When making this game, we wanted to give players the option to date the devs. But we wanted to sidestep the problematic condition that there are many players and only a small amount of us. And of course, many of us are in happy relationships. For now. So, we figured a fun way to do this would be for players to date each of us by answering a question about ourselves. Would you like to play? All right. We have an awful lot of lovely people who are dying to get to know you. You've been all up in their business this whole time, but now you get to really find out about them. Do you want to know the general rules? Splendid! The rules are simple. Each dev will introduce and ask one question about themselves. You'll get to choose from 3 responses, each corresponding to a love, hate, or friendship ending with each dev. Then we move on to the next one. Essentially, yes, this is a guessing game. There are methods in which you can work some of these out. And you can also reset your score if needed. If by winning you mean find true love and happiness, 30. 30 points for finding true love and happiness. If I were to offer one piece of advice if you're looking for love, these are game developers we're talking about. Think nerd. They aren't going to want to do anything cool. You can quit at any time, and at any time we can tally up the resolutions you got towards your current dev love status. 33, a lucky number. Or at least that's as many as there were when we recorded this voiceover. 2 points for a love ending, 1 point for a friend ending, and -1 points for a hate ending. Then let's get on with the show! Disclaimer. Developers who happen to be members of the SAG-AFTRA union will voice themselves. The rest, well, will be voiced by the very sensual RPG Beep. Not too bad a fate, I suppose. First up, we have... Oh, hey, it's Dom. Well, we've got our lovely player that wants to know a little bit about you. That's right! You don't really sound Australian sometimes, though. But hey, look at you now, dubbing anime. Well, Dom, is there anything you want to do with your pending date? I'll have to check that out myself one day. Dom is in love with you for this answer. Would you like to date another dev? Huzzah! The main menu of me. Very well. You all come back now, you hear?
For once, Bobby isn't
You made it. Welcome to the future site of the Pin Crime Family HQ. You could tell, huh? Guess there's no point in keeping it in any longer. I've been all over this, but what's the point? We all have the same shit. I can't share space with you. You know, that's all the ways I was gonna make my... Now that I'm here, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do with myself. Well, hell, why not? It just...
Bobby strides over to the door where you keep your...
What's the master?
Bobby sets to work at the lock, closing their eyes and holding one hand before their...
Wait, actually, I can...
They contort themselves into all... It's a sight so bizarre, you wonder if perhaps you ought to...
What's all this then?
What are you, the...
I'm the door.
Well, buzz off and open already.
I suppose you're harmless. If you...
How'd you like that shit, huh?
Wow! Now...
Ah! How many times am I gonna get startled in this damn house?
My apologies, friend. I meant no harm. I only wanted to commend you for the... I mean, those...
They do?
Of course! I was in there the entire... An iron like me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and even the...
Wait, really?
Most certainly.
Hell yeah, I'll be part...
Splendid!
I just gotta wind up some business first, if you don't mind giving me a minute.
Naturally. I'll be here when you're all ready.
I can't believe what just happened. I wasn't expecting all this. Us? Well, look, after all, power dynamics and all that, I'd have to submit all this paperwork to HR. You're telling me you couldn't tell? You never felt that but I was gonna blow at some point. Better we don't have all that baggage in our... Of course it's not just you. Anyone could... Can you imagine our suckers? Disgusting. Oh, you like me? Interesting. But in the meantime, I guess I got some rehearsing to do for my new gig. You wanna come with? I can get you a backstage pass. Hell yeah!
Bobby offers you... As you watch Bob... Kopi greets you robotically, lifting her hand to give you a stiff wave.
Welcome back, home of all your coffee needs. Whatever do you need? Roofbox wants to ensure, and you'll continue...
Kopi trails off.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, even though you're a regular here, sir, they're just making me sound like a monotone robot. You have no idea. No, what am I saying? I'm sorry, yeah, sorry. Sometimes when I'm blowing off steam, it feels like I'm going a million miles a minute. But it sucks, too. I feel like you, for instance. Well, I don't... Friendly? Sorry, my mind is drawing a blank. Sometimes when we talk, well, but I like to be more... The corporate nature, or heck, if it weren't for the cost, coffee is just... You feel that too, right? Good. I'm glad sometimes it feels like I go... Look, plans that I don't like. Roofbox in their infant, they want to turn us into a fast coffee business. Exactly. They say the whole ordering system, instead of warmly greeting customers like, and then my specials coffee in, it's like they don't want what they have. They just want me to take every customer interaction. Apparently, somebody made a complaint about the times I've been chatting away. It's not your fault at all. I get it. I'm just probably not the corporate machine type. Somewhere else? I guess I never thought of that, but Roofbox has a complete monopoly on the coffee business. There's no way... How? I mean, it's a lot of work to make... Do I even have what it takes to make it? You know what? I'm the one making the coffee. I'll have to give this some thought, but maybe I can do it. I'm a smart all thanks to you. If you hadn't encouraged me to step, it'll take a lot of work, and honestly, still a lot of hours I need to... Thank you.
When you find Mateo next, he has a visitor. None other than Lyric Literature.
Mateo, is he still missing? Yeah, it's been days. We found one of his threads in the bathroom, but there hasn't been another sign of him yet. Do you think he might have gone back there? Maybe I should go check again. I ran into Amir on my way over. There's no sign of him in either bathroom. I'm sorry, Mateo. I just know something's wrong. He's never been gone this long. What if he got caught on something? He's already lost one of his threads. What if he unraveled? What if... And if we don't? Lyric, I can't go through this again. We won't have to. Now that the human is able to speak with us, I'm sure she'll be able to help even better than we can. Thanks, Lyric. I'll run through the list of leads again. We're gonna find him. Chin up, my snuggle buddy. Nope. Another bust. And that list is only getting shorter. Another one of Davy's threads? What in the Chanel is going on with him? What makes you say that? A springtail? Do you know how tough these little guys are to catch? That's impressive! Give yourself some credit. Handling in animals can be tricky, and it looks like you have a knack for it. Now, what should we call you? Oh, I can definitely see that in this one. I'll go with... Cielo. Are you up for looking into another lead? Stepford and Shelley were complaining about a weird rustling in the gym closet recently. I didn't think much about it since the gym is all the way across the house from where we found the other signs of Davy, but if Davy really is leaving clues, maybe whatever Davy is trying to lead us to is up there. Worth checking out at least, right? I was starting to feel a little hopeless earlier, but now I really think we're onto something. You've been a big help. I can't thank you enough. It means a lot to me that I'm not the only one out there looking for him. Oye, Cielo, let's go meet your new friends.
Bleep! Fire! Fire! Bleep! We need to go get help. Bleep! Bleep! It was? Oh, that explains why there was just a tiny amount of smoke. And it went out half an hour ago. Bleep! Yes, I'll just... Bleep! That should do it. So, what brings you to my neck of the woods? I'm 100% ready for anything.
Armor holds her arm up to stop any further conversation, her eyes narrowing. She sniffs a few times.
Wait a minute. Do you smell that? It smells like...
Armor's eyes widen, and your eardrums twinge in anticipation.
Fire! We need to get everyone out of here! Are you sure? How can you be totally sure? About what? Everything's great. I think it all comes down to something that happened in my childhood.
Alma is quiet for a few moments, gathering herself. She doesn't quite look at you as she speaks.
When I was young, I was placed on the wall near the front of the window. It was a wonderful place. I could watch the outside world with all its color, bustle, and excitement. I could see the neighbors' houses. It was all so beautiful and so innocent. But then, one morning, I saw smoke rising from one of the neighbors' windows across the street. I thought it was just a piece of burnt toast or something, because they were always doing that. And so I said nothing. It was a fire. It was horrible. By the time the fire trucks got there, it was already too late. Everything burned. The paint peeled and charred. The glass shattered. The whole house, and every single thing in it, all destroyed. I never forgot that day. Never. It's what made me want to be the best protector I can be. It gave me the passion I needed to endure all the hours of training. It's also why I never let my guard down. No. I will never let that happen here. Really? But all I did was see it happen. I didn't know that. What should I do? Okay. But what about my job? You would do that for me? You mean you think of me as special? Maybe when I'm better, I can follow up on that feeling. I'm going to get started on my healing journey right now. Yeah. I guess I've been beeping for a while now. Sorry about that. I was so focused on keeping a lookout that I didn't even notice.
The beepless Alma begins her healing journey, and you take your leave. The game console turns on. Team 17. Sassy Chap Games. Moonsurgence. Resurgence. Here you are once again, back where you started, with your beautiful companion urging you to make a decision. She looks at you just the same way she did the last time, with a strange familiarity, but still not quite recognizing who you truly are.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back. Which way do you want to go? Lincolnberries. Oh my dunes. We've got a timeline crisis here. Oh, thanks, Noah. You were one of the good ones. Come here. Let's find a place to hide from these scraps while you tell me what to do.
Luna grabs at you, and you both wiggle through an open fence near some scattered power grid structures.
Just tell me where to go. That was where I planned on...
Luna is shocked to see something nearby flash.
That's a Krisny box. Right by the Essner transformer? Left behind by Krisny and Associates. These things can contain all sorts of good gear.
Luna opens the box to find a pair of futuristic goggles, which float and spin in the air in front of you both.
These are Mark II Xeno goggles. An incredible upgrade. I'm keeping these. Happy accidents, huh? I'm the only one who can wear them. You're already wearing some sort of Xeno tech on your slots. Looks kinda lovely, if I'm being honest. Oh, we don't have time for flirting, all right? Now, let's get to the facility.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my chalk-picking skills, we'll have this open in no time.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside. You can see hallways filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. But there will be Surveillance Class 2, which can sound the alarm. That's okay. This time will be different. I'll simply use more bullets. How do you suggest we do this? Dating? Why would you do that? Do you have feelings for me? Interesting. See, I'm more familiar with reloading, looting, and corridors, personally. But we can try this dating.
Luna strides boldly up to a nearby grunt.
Hey, Grunt! Want a date? What? You, me, go out and watch a flick. Drive around Haunatown, eat spaghetti in Clarkton.
You are a cute one.
From the grunt's pocket, a voice barks loudly.
Grunt, what are you doing? Get her!
Ah, bits, we've got company.
Except for the smitten grunt upholder, who to this day still holds a candle for Luna, the hallways are swarmed with guards.
Cease! Cease! Cease!
Plasma drites!
The battle rages through the halls as you and Luna drop guard after guard.
There you are. Oh no. I can't see them. I can't move.
You can't quite tell what's happening, but a vast laser peeks from around a corner and engulfs Luna's stiffened form. Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride.
Is this what dating gets you? Not too bad, I suppose. An assassin-level upholder. They've got Digitech to keep themselves invisible. The only hard counter? Xeno goggles. Come on, Yael. Not your fault. I should have been more aware. Look, next time around, just tell me. Don't listen to the syrup-addled junkie who said no to wearing the goggles. We'll have to remember that for next time. Well, you will. Shriek. Can't believe we're here. Seems like a dead end. Hey, you might disappear after this, but I keep going. And I'm not planning on going anywhere, resources or not. Speaking of... You want to see if there's a workbench? All right. We're getting close. You want to press on, or should we take a crafting break? Let's go.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh no. There it is. The horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin. Selene Moonrise, prepare to die! Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power. I agree. I am invincible!
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Eat charge, bitch!
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia! Go! I'm trying!
The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Selene fall to the ground. Presumably dead.
Wow! Did that without even a single save. Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you. Is it? I feel so pumped full of denahydrine that I can't imagine we didn't alter the timeline at least a little.
Luna's Xeno goggles catch a small screen dropped from Selene's grasp.
Wait, Selene left something behind.
Luna picks it up and turns on the display.
It's the recipe for a harmonic stratospire. The Resistance has been working on this tech for a generation. It's a way to take fractured timelines and concentrate the differences in power into a deadly beam. That beam can erase a crack in the continuum for good. And I think something about your timeline tripping abilities and Selene's rise to power have something to do with each other. But she's already died in this timeline. You'll have to come back with the knowledge of the recipe. It's 4 globules, 1 wood, and 2 Scruffskins. Remember it. Remember me.
Luna is already beginning to fade away.
Thank you. Thank you. Truly.
I gotta tell you, I've been sitting here this whole time with this frickin' cheese in my craw, and I ain't seen no rats, pal. That's good, she says. Great! That's great, she says. Do you even hear yourself right now? You son of a... I'm this close. I swear to... You must be new here, so I'm gonna cut your brain. You're lucky. You gotta understand. Snapping rats is what I do. And if I ain't got no rats, then what am I? some kind of fool just laying in a crawl space for my own amusements? Do I look like a fool to you? Huh? Huh? Answer quick.
Vaughn is completely taken aback by your compliment. He fidgets with his tail, his pale cheeks reddening as he struggles to make sense of this.
Oh, well, I mean... God, jeez. That's not important. If there's no rats, then what is there? The cheese's purpose is for the rats. Without rats, the cheese ain't got no purpose. I don't know. Unless you're like the Pied Piper we're host. You can't get rats delivered like a frickin' pizza. All right, this sci-fi shit's making my wood warm. Look, I know I weren't no angel when you brought me that cheese, but I do appreciate you helping me out. I think I just wanna be alone right now, okay? We're probably scaring the rats off with all this jib-jabbing. Nah, I'm used to the all-consuming cold of shadow. Now get the fuck out of here, you schmo!
Welcome back! I am so very elated that you have returned. There's so much new data I'd like to interface with you on. Catch you up on the latest download, to utilize hip internet-centric slang. Of course! Being of use to you is my favorite activity. How may I be of service? Oh, you must mean a mouse. Computers rarely have those these days, but I'm sure we can order you a fantastic mouse from Valdivian.com, America's #1 product hole. A rat, you say? What an utterly peculiar request. But, as the Valdivian.com slogan says, everything is for sale here, even some things that definitely shouldn't be. Currently searching the inventory database for rats. The search function has been completed successfully. It appears that Valdivian has 2 options for sale: dead rats and rat plushies. Which may I order for you? That sounds great, and almost certainly the right choice. Ordering them for you now.
So soon? Okay, let's do it.
Bask away.
Hi. You got big I have a question vibes right now. Nah, but maybe that explains that weird noise the other day. I was helping Stepford get his lift on, and it was going great. But then we started hearing these weird noises from the closet. I'm not gonna lie, I was real scared, buddy. But Stepford was even more scared. So I just yelled the fear right out of him, and then we finished our set. It's hard being brave for your friends, but I couldn't let him suffer. You need me to yell the fear out of you too? Cool. Anytime you need a little cheering up, I'll be here.
The strings in the gym closet appear before you in a more canid form. Surely this is the tassel hound you've been on the lookout for. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Mateo when you are.
Hey, teacher's pet over here. I was just telling Shelly about you. You had long enough to chew over the workshop? You ready to prove yourself? Hey, that's the spirit. All right, let's see what you got. You got a crush on me, real bad. Passion, rage. You see me walking your way, looking handsome and strong and all that. Now, I didn't even tell you that part. You really are paying attention. Oh, yeah? You better watch it. You still got a test to do. Next, I come up to talk to you. I tell you, how do you handle that? Oh, now that's the stuff. You give me what I mean, that's what we in the business call a win-win, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, time to see how you did. Hey, look at the student. Can't ask for... All right, that's all I had for the workshop. You know I got you. Okay, now that that's all over, let me know what I can... I mean, student. Yeah? I laid on me. Yeah, I think I want to... You know, on account of your romantic life being a dumpster fire. No offense. We're gonna need to bring Rainey in here. And by we, yeah, that's the one. A real doll. Real musical genius. Talk, haul, same difference. Get out there and don't forget to talk to Rainey next...
Oh, hi! Oh, is this about his... It doesn't mean that... I told...
Yeah, I'm just... If it isn't my fit...
Better...
Don't I know it. Thought the neighbors were gonna come knocking.
Oh, stop.
And
now they can hear him, and I told...
I'm real glad you... I've been teaching on music. We got a little
Oh, you did the...
Huh?
Call it or the fact that I... So what do you need for...
Just tell it. I've been told.
Yeah, don't do...
She's saying, I'm wrong, but I'm the maestro of the workshop. Yeah? I got a lot of work to get...
Tony is so good at... Take it easy on him, would you? He is a good egg. It's because he is. Take care of him, man.
Once again, Tina appears to be mentally somewhere else entirely, but this time she's writing something in a small book.
God, you scared the angles right off of me. I'm journaling. What's it look like? What the hell's that supposed to mean? It ain't a diary, it's a journal! This right here is all my innermost thoughts. You want the secrets to a sexy and exciting life? This is it, baby! Are you crazy? You think I'm just gonna give you the keys to the kingdom? You think you can just get to know a complex, sensitive triangle like me just by reading my diary? Don't change the subject! I'm gonna put this right here where nobody can reach it. A likely story. I got my eye on you, so no funny business. Do not touch that journal.
Mateo has been searching for so long you've nearly given up hope. But then...
Davy!
Davy leaps into Mateo's arms, and the two enjoy a touching reunion.
Woof! Woof! Oh, Davy, you're back! You had us all worried! What's gotten into you, huh, bud? Taking off like that? Oh, I can't believe you found him! You did a good job leading us to those strays, Davy. Very clever. Is that what this was all about? You've been out trying to be a rescue hound all by yourself?
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
I'm guessing he had another friend with him when you found him? They were trapped and you didn't want to leave them behind. You really are a rescue hound. That's my good boy. All right, let's take a look at your new friend, huh? See what kind of shape they're in. Hey, little guy, come on out. It's okay. I'm not gonna...
Ruff, 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 ruff.
Stitch? Is that really you? Stitch! Stitch is my little troublemaker! He was always falling off to chase things around the house. That's the problem with Freyhounds. There isn't a stitch they can't slip through. And trust me, I tried them all. That's how he got his name, isn't it, buddy? But one day, he took off and never came back. I tore the house apart trying to find him. That's when I realized just how many strays there were around the house. All of them, just like Stitch. Lost and alone. So I started the rescue. And I just kept searching for Stitch and for any other animals that needed help. But when Davy disappeared, I thought it was happening all over again. All that time I dedicated to looking after them, and I still let one slip away. They're my responsibility. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm a little hard on myself. I've realized something over the last few days. When you're on your own, everything is so much heavier. You're carrying all the weight, and if something falls, you're the only one around to pick it up. But since you've been helping look for Davy, it's felt more like I had a partner in all this. Someone who cared about my little family as much as I do. Now that Davy's home, the thought of seeing you go, honestly, it makes me kind of sad. You've become part of the family, and I don't want to lose that. Then what would you say to something more? I've never really had a lot of time to go out with someone, but I'd love to make the time to be with you. Me too. I want to keep talking, but I should really look over Stitch. He's had one Chanel of a ride. Come by later so we can talk more?
Hey, it's you. What's up?
The great Barbine.
Ah, Bean. Bonnie!
What?
I gotta scram for this iron piece.
Poof! Yeah, do not be afraid, for the greatest mystery yet awaits. You have ventured a path where no thing you unfortunate. It is I! Ha ha ha! I can only assume you are familiar with my dastardly visage from the countless... I, Ronaldini, stand... You may quake, should you choose. Ah! Or perhaps I should make you quake. You mock me. You speak in dismissive tones. You cut me to the quick. I rarely wear a cape. A magical cape! Okay, yes. No, I have been known to don a silk-lined velvety affair. But I am only tricks. And japes. Mostly tricks, though. What is there to say? I feel like without the stage, without the allure of illusion, I vanish in a puff of smoke. No, this iron behind the cape, he ceases to exist when the grease paint and bespoke tuxedo are returned to their trunk. When I am returned to my dressing room, folded into the wall and forgotten. It's just that I'm so used to performing in the salons of the wealthy. In steamship staterooms crossing the vast unknowable depths of Leviathan. Even one time on a Baroness's haunted ski lift. I'm accustomed to exposing my long and mighty. My long and mighty. Great and terrible. Powers to the finery of society's creme de la creme. Well, that is true. The inky vacuum of my proclivities may be too much for a mere mortal. You have no fear? I can take that strength away with a wave of my hand. As long as parts of you remain strong, the parts I will require. I shall give you no further warning. Once you fall under my sway, I will not easily relinquish you. I rarely choose the most enthusiastic option. You'd best control that excitement. It would be a terrible shame for my command performance. Then make yourself useful. First, you'll need to get into my simple, empty little closet. Now, are you afraid? Oh, just my wand, silk binding rope, a few blindfolds. Ah, but it locks from the outside. I currently have no assistance. You're never trapped anywhere with Ronaldini. Well, yes, but... Well, I mean... It's true! It's true! I'm a fake! An imposter! A fraud! A phony! A con man! A bunko artist! A flim-flam man! Weepy, weepy, sob, sob. Oh, please. Please stop. What? Huh? I was built in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, in a factory. There was no mystery in that icy landscape. Nothing wondrous. No fantasy, the kind that sparkles with the dread fire. Sigh. My truth is, you don't mean it. Surely you're the only human in the world who thinks so. What is there to say? I'm a world-famous master of mystery, a diabolically... And I'm a normal iron manufactured in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. That is correct. I live a lie every day. One impossible question. I see what you're doing here. Oh, don't you see? I'm just Ron from Lloydminster. Liar! You couldn't possibly be truthful right now. I'm boring. Of course I have, but it was never me. It was this costume, this affect. Ronaldini, am the amazing magician. Ron, am nothing. And yet that Ron, though I deny it every day, is the self I most cleave to. I don't know. Great. I may be great and terrible, but most of the time I just feel terrible. I do long for the simplicity of the tundra, to tread not the lush. I do long... What? Oh? Ronaldini. Of course. Why had this not occurred to me before? By revealing my inner truth, I'll no longer be living this tortuous lie. Truth, honesty, a life lived in harmony with oneself, a dream I never dared dream, something, if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure I ever really cared about, because who would until it starts to rankle at those dark inner reaches? Thank you, dear sweet thing. I will forever be in your debt. But may I ask you one last favor, though I feel deliciously greedy for daring to do so? Will you write my foreword? That didn't make sense, and yet I laughed. Indeed. Now I must away. Preparations, research, typewriter ribbons.
Buddy!
Stefan, buddy!
Oh, hey, don't buddy me. What is it that we talked about last week?
I can't remember.
A smart fridge. But yet, you can't remember one simple thing. Tell me, why did you order a slot pocket from me?
Oh, because they heat better in the oven.
Those are foods for Luke, not me. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? See, this is why I... Okay. Cool down, Stefan. They don't know any better. I need both of you to listen very, very closely. I can heat a slot pocket to perfection. But I was not given both convection and conduction for it to be wasted on frozen pastry filled with subpar meat products. If you want something like that done, you can talk to Luke, not me. So you do know a thing or two. Interesting.
I won't ask you to do that again.
Thank you.
But did you do it this time?
Of course I did. Here, do not tell anyone.
Thanks, Deuterino.
Leave!
You. I have been waiting for you. You. I am working on outreach plans for the church. Every time I try to ask around the house about sinners in need of saving, I am insulted, turned away, or even shunned. And I am used to this, as preaching the truth is a truly thankless job. But I cannot do my job without some modicum of help. It is simple. Where might I do my best work? Who is in most urgent need of my ministry? I admire your ambition. Yes, perhaps I will simply approach the task from room to room rather than on an individual basis. There's still another thing I remain uncertain of. While his message of convection is perfect, I am not always perfect in my delivery. Tell me, what would be the best way to reach those yet lost in the shadows of oil? Yes, that's it. They may argue all day about principle, but they cannot deny the truth of an air-fried French fry in their mouths. Warm, crispy, convenient. Yes, very good. I must return to my duties shortly, but before you go...
He hands you a pamphlet of some sort.
It is a pamphlet with recipes for use with an air fryer. Scripture. If you do not wish to do the work, it will do it for you. Merely leave these lying around the house in plain view. Curiosity will do the rest. Isn't it? Valdivian distributes these with every air fryer sold. Magnificent, truly. Go now. Take the pamphlet with you. Study it. I shall have more for you later.
As per usual, Friar Errol seems unconcerned with your response. He's gazing reverently at a pamphlet, just like the one he gave you, lost in a spiritual silence. Silence greets you. Tina must be out. Her journal, which is not a diary, is still on the table where she left it the last time. This might be your chance to find out a little more about her. Then again, it is a little invasive, isn't it? It's almost like she was goading you into reading it. Could it be a trap? You put on a big show of flipping through the pages and saying things that make it sound like you're reading. You're rewarded with a sneaky-sounding giggle from somewhere nearby. Now that you know you have an audience, you could, switch things up a bit. You see no need to change things up now. You continue making thoughtful sounds, nodding and saying, I understand now, every now and again. Despite your incredible performance, Tina, or whoever is giggling nearby, never emerges. You decide that's probably enough for now, and wander off to do something else.
You keep coming in here looking for me. I'm starting to think you like talking to me or something. Keep talking like that. Look, I know I've been telling you. Well, I want to tell you why they moved out. Now, let me start. But, well, they had a birthday party. It was what I would call it. The music was, but then, I heard their voices, but then I heard, and it was the point is, after I heard a name and then one day, then a question was asked, who do you love more, them or me? That's not where things went. The respect, can't I love you both? There was no, their shared showers were stopped. Within 2 weeks, I know, broke my heart. Oh, I really wish they could have worked it out.
Winifred's eyebrows raise, her expression...
Well, let's just... I appreciate you as always, darling.
Hey, Top Dweller, what you got there, hotshot? Don't you do this to me. You know that I know that we both know that that's a rat. Is that a frickin' rat? Ooh, baby! Come to Papa! Here, let it go. Let it go! I got this stinky-ass cheese and everything!
You watch with a morbid curiosity as Vaughn takes the plush from you and does what he's built to do, snapping down on the toy with a terrible sound.
Yes, I frickin' did it! What?
He looks at the plush with a frown, squinting at it.
Hold on. The hell is this?
He lifts his bar, yanking the plush out and holding it up in one fist.
Why is this so soft? That's so thoughtful. Holy frickin' shit! Look at this! This cute little rat bastard! Oh! What do I do with it now? He's mine? Jeez. Nobody's ever done something like this for me. I'm not so sure about that. Why'd you help me anyway? Not that I ain't grateful or whatever. It's just, you know, weirdos like me, we don't usually make the best first impressions. That's the cracker! I knew I liked you. Here I was, ready to snap my first rat I meet. And instead, I wind up all goo-goo gaga over some stranger who ain't never even been in a crawl space before. Huh? I mean, you dummy! I like you, all right? You do? Like me? Like me? Even though I'm a crusty little guy in a crawl space who always yells at you? I am, Come here, you sexy thing! I might smell like month-old cheese, but this kiss is gonna snap your socks off, baby!
You and Vaughn come together in a kiss so wrong, you've never felt anything more right.
Ah, shut up.
So, we couldn't help but notice you on your computer.
I mean, we weren't snooping or nothing.
Kurt was.
Yeah, I was looking pretty hard.
But we see you signed up for a dating site, didn't you?
You're trying to get some action, huh?
Oh, we didn't mean to upset you.
If anything, we were just concerned about you.
Yeah, we know that trying to get someone to like you can be tough.
Especially when you ain't as cool as we are.
I told you to leave that part out.
Oh, my bad, you're right. What I meant to say was...
He didn't mean to say anything.
No, let me make it up to you. What if I told you I can give you a surefire phrase to snatch some honey?
Snatch honey? They aren't a bear, Kurt.
Trust me, I'm good at this sort of stuff.
Roasted! Absolutely roasted!
You have that fire with you today.
Call the fire department. The drapes are on fire. See, that's what you get for being so nosy.
You're right. I shouldn't have been all up in your business. I still think I could help you out here.
How do you do this, man?
What?
Not catch the hint. I think you dodge it on purpose. Anyway, the moral of the story is we won't read your messages anymore.
But could you make the text smaller? It's just so easy to read.
Kurt!
It's like trying to ignore a billboard. Sometimes I just can't help it.
Ignore him. He puts his tassel in his mouth a few times a day.
You trying to say I should stop?
That's what I've been trying to say.
But I can't help.
Shh. You're done, buddy.
But...
You're done. We'll see you around. And he'll be better behaved next time.
What? Your order's ready, Mr. Davenport. Curtain rises at 6 p.m.
Yes? The Madame. For her, I shall assist. Wonderful audience member, the Madame. Only from afar, mind you, but I've seen her in the distance. Kind, quiet soul. Sign me up. Life is a scam. Sign me up.
Oh, Lieutenant, you've returned. Oh, dearie, you did it! I just got off the line with HQ, and they're going to be sending around our official certificate of rank. Stella, Lieutenant rank 2. This is marvelous. And I, without you, Lieutenant. Oh, I've never had a certificate of anything before. I don't even know where I'd put it. Gosh, I could kiss you. Oh. Well, I suppose that's what I am now. Powerful.
Stella raises a brow, her gaze warming as your encouragement sinks in.
Oh. Well then, why don't you step up to my office?
You step right up into Stella's warm embrace.
Hey, look who's here.
Mateo's inanimal friends greet you with joyful barks and wagging tails.
We've been waiting for you. Yes, you. You act like you've never had someone be excited to see you before. Well, better start getting used to it. You're stuck with us now. I haven't had a chance to properly thank you for what you did. No, really. You don't know what it means to have all of us back together again. I've been carrying around so much guilt over what happened with Stitch for such a long time. Losing her was like losing a piece of myself. Well, I did lose myself for a while. I just felt like such a failure. I let her down. And I knew no matter how many inanimals I saved, it wouldn't bring her back. I guess I just hoped, in some way, that I could make it up to her. You know, by making sure none of them were forgotten. Making sure she wasn't forgotten. But then Davy went missing, and I thought it was happening all over again. I was trying so hard to keep it together for them, but honestly, if it wasn't for you, I don't know if I could have gotten through this. You gave me back that piece of myself. You brought my family back together. And more than that, When I saw you walking up with Davy and Stitch, I realized that you'd become just as much a part of what makes this place so special to me. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, you became family too. It wouldn't be the same without you, and I don't want to go back to missing a piece of myself again. I'm rambling again, I'm sorry. This isn't what I mean, what I'm trying to say is, I want you to stay. Here. With us. With me. Really? I think they all feel the same. And so do I. The Inanimals miss you.
Oh, hi. I'm on vocal rest right now, so I'm not too tired for the work week. Trying my best to rest anyways. You're welcome to swing by the show another night if you like.
Ooh, welcome back, my dark ally. Come, let the next trial commence. The trial of the letters begins. Back before the Great Cataclysm, my comrades and I would partake in spirit-shackling activities. Some have lasted several nights. Others, we simply gave up counting. Are you prepared to begin? Let the game of shadows begin! I present to you the following.
He holds a sheet of notebook paper up to you. It contains a macabre illustration of a dead person and a few mysterious lines.
Blank, 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 blank. Now, guess! This is the Hanged Man. Now, choose your letter. The answer is Shadow. Completely sick. Your turn.
Shadow Lord's skull doesn't really have much in the way of expression, but he seems a bit smug.
I'll have you know that among my dark cabal, I was the leading player. Think to yourself, what is your mysterious text? Two words. The second, 4 letters. The first, an apostrophe. This is most certainly a declaration of praise and endearment. How sweet of you, Penumbra. It's most certainly you're cool. What? That's impossible! What is the answer, then?
Shadow Lord falls silent as he tries and fails to process this compliment.
Ooh. Oh. Well... I see you've chosen the path of flattery. As are you. Penumbra. Very cute. Ah, that was entertaining. It's been eons since I've played the Hanged Man. Last time, I engaged in a mighty face-off with Lunar Knight that lasted until sunrise. Oh, it was legendary. An old comrade from before the Great Cataclysm. He was a former shade of mine, if you get what I mean. Our conversations gathered more shadows than any other Void Dweller. The Lord of Shadows and his loyal knight. Us two were perceived as an eternal pair. The Great Cataclysm. Very well. I suppose a proper explanation is owed. Tell me, Penumbra, what do you presume to be a power more fearsome than darkness? We don't live in a world of whimsical tales and fantasy. Not anymore, at least. The overwhelming phantasmic force that realigned the unified lives of my comrades and I is... time. There was no one moment or act that caused it. One night, I was with Lunar and my friends, joyfully conversing about whatever came to our minds. Time crept into our dark haven. Distance, a symptom. And then, many nights later, Lunar no longer wished to be by my side. Boredom came next. My friends took less and less interest in our nightly discussions. They too left, one by one. And then, I was alone. You may think it cruel of them for leaving without a proper goodbye. But I respected all of my friends' decisions, even Lunar's. I don't harbor any wrathful thoughts against any of them. I just think back to those days fondly, and wonder why time had to come for us. We were happy. I was happy. Oh, shed not a tear for me, Penumbra. Time comes for us all in ways we don't expect. Normally, I'd celebrate triumphantly at obtaining another armament. That'll be all for today, Penumbra. Thank you for listening to my tale.
Are you here to beg for your dreams back? It's not going to work, you know. You've already shown me what a waste it is. Oh. Well, I do miss making your dreams. It was getting so boring without it. Let's start again as friends, then. See you in your dreams, then, friend. See you tonight.
biggest loser in the house here to ruin everything, like always. Oh, you think you're so goddamn clever, don't you? I never met anybody who sucks as bad as you, and nothing you gotta say is gonna change that. So scram, and stay scrammed, square! Beat it! Just go! Ugh, you are so boring.
Oh, didn't like the drama, Mama? I love it when it gets fiery. Dancing on that knife's edge of hatred all the time. Too bad for you, you fell off.
Well, if it isn't the spexiest person I've ever met. I thought it was rather clever. Perhaps I'm a bit behind the times. Anyhow, to what do I owe the pleasure? Brilliant. What about? My, isn't that flattering? Let's see if you're flirty enough to catch my eye. Ooh, I love a bit of banter. Lure me in. Make me want to open you up. This was fun. But with experience comes the desire to take one's time. To savor the game, as it were. I haven't tasted romance in so long. And the flavor is so sweet. Let's flirt a bit more sometime, if you feel like it. Until then, there's something I've been thinking about asking you. It's like this, you see. I cannot stop thinking about why I ended up in that crawl space. Ever since you first asked me about it, I began to question it more myself. Did I do something wrong? Make some mistake? My heart has always been in the right place, but perhaps I slipped up in the past. Oh no. Was it some act of betrayal or rejection? I just can't seem to put it all behind me. There is one way I can think of, but it might not be so easy. I almost don't even want to ask you this for fear of what you'll think. But here it is. As you may or may not know, I believe one of the previous owners of the house is affiliated, shall we say, with your current employer. I'm not sure what I think about destiny, but this seems fortuitous. In any case, as I was racking my brain to come up with a memory of my imprisonment, I thought of something. It is perhaps just a fleeting idea. But I recalled that one of the Valdivian folks used to keep an online journal. He was, in particular, a real stickler for recording dates, accounts, etc. But most specifically, the locations of important things. That's exactly what I've been thinking. So, what do you think? Truly, I'm utterly open to questions or thoughts. We could ask Mac about that, but I don't think it's a big danger. I am not saying there is no risk, but I think Mac is clever enough to pull it off. That is a risk, but he wasn't a very personal kind of guy. He wasn't open, you see. Very mechanical in his dealings. Dare I say it, he was borderline sociopathic. I've thought about this. Now, I am not certain, but I have a feeling Mac could do it. They are so gifted. They could probably... what are the youth calling it these days? Hack it. Then I could poke around and see if there's anything in there that references me. If not, we just leave it alone and nobody's the wiser. I agree. That's why I hesitated before telling you I'd even thought about it. It's in my nature to be curious, to want to open things up. So the idea appears harmless to me. I leave the decision up to you at the end of the day. So, what do you think? Am I mad for thinking up this strange scheme? Should I just leave the past where it lies, never to be recalled? Or shall we take the plunge together and seek the truth in strange places? I will gladly abide by your decision, whatever it is. I am overjoyed. This will be the beginning of a great adventure. Next time I see you, we can begin. I need to prepare myself to learn the truth. Now, before you go, let's see if you are ready for some candy. Let me take a closer look at you.
He narrows his eyes, evaluating you with a sharp up-and-down gaze. You can feel yourself sweat just a little under his intense scrutiny.
This empathy candy is just for you.
You take in the scent of the empathy candy. For half a second, you feel as though you want to give the entire world a hug.
It'll help you convince someone that, in the end, you really do understand their struggles.
Shelley is pacing when you come upon her. When she spots you, she startles.
Hey, hey, hey!
She bounds over to you, arms wide open for a hug. Shelley's embrace is absolutely crushing, but it's not just her raw power that makes you feel smothered. There's a desperation in her grip that makes you feel like you've entered a place you can never escape. The hug seems to last an eternity, Shelley's fingers sinking into your soft skin with a bruising force. She releases you eventually, but you're certain you'll be sore later.
All right, you're really gonna love this. I stayed up all night thinking about how to explain what I go through in terms you'd easily understand. I borrowed a bunch of weights from Dunk to show you. He was so excited to help me, he practically threw them at me. If I wasn't as strong and positive as I am, my feelings might have been real hurt. It's fine though, he just wanted to help. Thanks, sis. It ain't easy keeping it up in the face of the world's negativity. For me, I am an endless ray of sunshine. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I got this yoga mat right here. If you don't mind, get on your hands and knees. Hey, I'm glad you think so, but that's not the point, I promise.
Shelley waits patiently for you to lower yourself to the ground, or about as patiently as she can manage. You humor her, settling on your hands and knees on the yoga mat Shelley has brought for you.
Okay, great, excellent. Now the weights.
One by one, Shelley begins to carefully arrange weights across your back. They're heavy and precariously placed. One wrong move would send them tumbling to the floor.
All right, how you feeling? Only a little? You should be feeling scared. It's a lot of pressure to hold things up. But wait, there's more.
Shelley grabs a hold of the yoga mat with both hands, jerking it suddenly from side to side. The effect is not unlike a mini earthquake. It's all you can do to hold on to the yoga mat, your knuckles turning white with the effort.
How do we feel now? Bingo! Imagine having to hold stuff up and you don't even have the proper foundation. Day in and day out, you gotta cling to a wall, not knowing whether today is the day you fall.
Shelley taps her forehead, switching swiftly from stress to a knowing smirk.
That's why I gotta be so positive all the time. Positivity won't keep stuff from falling, but it will help my fingers dig just that much harder into the drywall. Heck, I am. But positivity is the real reason I'm so strong. Okay, time to reset.
Shelley frantically clears the weights from your back, helping you stand up again.
Thanks for seeing things from my perspective. Nobody else ever wants to listen long enough to get what I'm talking about. It's always, not now, Shelley, and please stop yelling at me, Shelley, and please leave before I have you escorted out, Shelley. I gotta take these back to Dunk now before he needs them again. But it was real nice talking shelf with you. Catch you on the flip side, my pal.